the Battle of Hastings, England's turning point. Imagine a single day that rewrites history. A day where a king's crown slips from his head, where the fate of an entire nation teeters on the edge of a sword. England, October 14th, 1066, the Battle of Hastings. What if I told you that on this day, one kingdom fell and another rose in a storm of blood and ambition? Prepare yourselves as we step into the heart of the battlefield that changed the future of England forever. The story begins long before swords were drawn on that fateful day. Edward the Confessor, the King of England, had died. With no direct heir to the throne, a storm of claims surged. Harold Godwinson, a powerful earl, was crowned king. But across the sea in Normandy, a formidable rival rose: William, Duke of Normandy. William was no ordinary contender. He claimed that Edward had promised him the English throne years before. Feeling betrayed, William did what men of his time did best. He prepared for war. By September 1066, William's army had set sail, carrying with it the fate of two kingdoms. Harold, however, faced threats on multiple fronts. Just weeks before Hastings, Harold rushed to defeat a Viking invasion in the north. Though victorious, Harold's forces were exhausted, barely recovering when word reached him: William had landed on England's southern shores. Harold gathered his troops. Destiny awaited at Hastings. The armies clashed near a hill called Senlac, not far from Hastings. Harold's men formed an impenetrable shield wall, a phalanx of courage and will. For hours they held. But William had a trick, a gambit that would turn the tide, a retreat, but not just any retreat, a feigned retreat. As the Normans pulled back, pretending to flee, Harold's men gave chase, abandoning their shield wall. And in that fateful moment, the trap was sprung. The English line broke. Chaos reigned. King Harold, standing tall in the heart of the battle, refused to yield. But destiny was against him. Legend has it that an arrow struck him in the eye, an omen perhaps of the fall of the Anglo-Saxon reign. With their king dead, the English forces crumbled. Victory belonged to William. But this was more than just a battle. This was the end of an era. The Anglo-Saxon kings who had ruled for centuries were no more. On Christmas Day, 1066, William the Conqueror, as he would forever be known, was crowned King of England. But his rule was far from smooth. The Norman conquest reshaped England in ways no one could have imagined. Castles rose, the feudal system took hold, and the very language of the ruling class shifted from English to Norman French. But the story of Hastings isn't just about a king's victory. It's about how a single battle can echo through the centuries, altering the course of history. England would never be the same, but out of the blood and dust, a new nation was born. The Battle of Hastings marked the dawn of Norman England, but it was only the beginning of a new chapter. What other battles reshaped the destinies of empires? What other untold stories lie in the shadows of history, waiting to be revealed? Join us on Aegis Lore, where we bring the past to life, one epic tale at a time. Subscribe, like, and share, and journey with us into the greatest stories ever told.